Click.
What, no burp this time?
Well, fine. If you know what? I drank too fast.
Smooth move, you fucking idiot!
You can just die in a fire, you son of a bitch.
I do not want to die in a fire. Fire scares me.
Fine then, drown. We've already been through this.
I am not drowning either, asshole.
Fuckface.
Shithead.
Ass munch.
Jerk.
That's it! Well, I can live with jerk, so...
Well, how about, can you live with poopy head? Because you're a poopy head.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Why you say such hurtful things?
I think I broke him.
Yay!
Nah.
Okay, let's get this show on the road. I entitle this episode... LJ, you fucking idiot, part 2!
I'm not a fucking idiot!
You messed up the first recording, so yes you are. Oh, God, what have I started? Anyway, guys, this is episode 10! Yay!
Oh, yeah, very
still
good.
sad.
Flippin' do.
I'm still sad.
Anyway, guys, this is the Comic Con Inspirational Minds podcast where we talk about everything that's gaming, anime, comics, and everything in between. We have an all-star cast today, and joining me is Pinkshuchan.
Hello.
LJ.
Hi there. I have recovered from my sadness very quickly.
Thank you. And Fish Dragon.
Die in a fire, all of you.
And of course, I'm Jamie the Comic. You know me by not knowing me because I'm more popular on the podcast than I am in my own show. So thank you very much for that.
Your life is sad, Jamie.
Oh, not as sad as yours. Oh,
Well.
There you go. There's your damn burp.
You didn't want to burp. It was LJ.
Well, there he goes.
Now I don't want it anymore.
Too bad, no refunds.
Well, LJ, please start us off before we get any more burps or farts.
Before we have
or-
a burp contest.
Yes. Just eventually we'll start having a staring contest over the internet.
How would that
How
work?
does that work?
We don't know. It's the power of the internet.
The interwebs. Anyway, so my topic for discussion today is a video game that is coming up this month, actually, known as Dangan Ronpa, a popular Japanese PSP game that is getting localized for the Vita. The game had immense popularity in the US due to the use of emulators and translation patches and all that wonderful stuff. You cheating bastards.
Yay!
And the Vita release I am excited for because we get all new shit to work with. And of course we have English voice acting, which the trailers make sound bad, but the reviews say that it's good. So, who knows? Let's get drunk.
Fish Dragon, what's your take on this?
Dangan Ronpa, from what I know of it, sounds trippy. Very, very trippy.
Oh, what? There's no way a video game about a murderous robotic bear forcing students to kill each other is in any way trippy. What are you on?
I am on everything and nothing at the same time, and it scares me.
It scares me too. Please back away from me.
No, I think I'll just pick up a knife and walk slowly in your direction.
Go away. But yeah, some of the voice actors for the English dub include Kevin Miller of Sly Cooper fame, Bryce Papenbrook, Lucian Dodge, Alicia friggin' Glidewell, the most underrated voice actress ever, by the way, along with many others. I'm advertising this game even though I'm not paid to.
And we're advertising our dub because it's better. Well, not our dub, but Tyranny's dub that LJ and Pinkshuchan are in.
Yep.
I am Byakuya Togami in that dub. I am extremely rich and can extremely emo. You might as well just call me Seto Kaiba.
And I am Monokuma, the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. Ooh, boo, boo.
And I am no one. I was too important to be casted.
Shut up, Christoph Gavin.
Oh, okay. I will kill you with a postage stamp soon enough anyway.
Okay then. Next topic.
Well, I am getting really excited because in January, there was an announcement for a new anime of Black Butler.
Yes!
Yay!
Boo.
However, it is not stated whether it is going to be.
Or what? I think
Or what?
I think Pink cut out, guys.
We need to know what! Is it gonna be what?
We
A
must
movie?
know!
No! She's left! Fish, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Why? Go away!
How could you take Pink? Damn you! Damn you all to hell! You damn dirty apes!
God, calm down.
No! I'm not calm! I'm not upset! I'm not! This country is upset!
This country always has an issue up its ass.
Just so you know, we are 3 different nationalities here, so watch.
so
country.
whatever
This
works.
country! Mine! It's upset.
Okay.
What is your country?
The U.S.
Then I am U.S. And again, this country always has an issue shoved up its ass.
British people count as free
Liberal,
people.
conservative. Who gives a fuck?
Hippies!
Who gives a shit if you're pro this, anti this? Who cares? Who the fuck
Apparently
cares?
I apologize for that. My internet is shit.
Pink,
See,
you're
Pink,
back.
see what you started? LJ's gone insane because of you.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down.
I'm sorry.
The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout and then it fucking died. That's life.
Can I please continue my topic because my internet was being stupid and I cut out?
Just continue from where you were.
Anyways, my opinions on the Black Butler anime. I am honestly hoping that this is going to be a reboot of the series. Because if it's a season 3, I have a feeling it's going to be complete shit.
Because season 2 was so fucking
I mean,
bad.
who knows? It may surprise me. It may actually turn out to be really good. But considering how season 2 ended, and in fact the entirety of season 2, it's most likely not going to be all that good. Plus, the manga has actually gotten a lot farther. There should be around more than 25 volumes, somewhere around that, I don't know. But there definitely is already a lot of volumes that they can work with and making a reboot for the anime.
Is it a possibility they can go off topic from their last season, so we've got completely new cast of characters and basically its own storyline, but with a different characters?
Well, for the most part, you do have the same cast. You do have Sebastian, you do have Ciel, you have the rest of the servants, you have Grell. You have a lot of them, but there are a bunch of new characters that were only in the manga that weren't really in the anime, and who deserve some screen time.
Oh. The reason I'm asking is because with When They Cry, season 1 was setting up the plot. Season 2 actually had the plot and sort of finished the main story that season 1 started. And season 3 was, although it had some sort of connection with 1 and 2, it was a completely different set of cast, but it had the same sort of, not necessarily the same situations where everyone dies at a certain time, like season 1 or 2. But it had the same sort of supernatural element as how they died, so maybe that's a possibility.
Wasn't it originally a visual novel or something?
Yeah, it started out as a visual novel, then I believe a manga, and then the anime, and then the live action
Yeah,
movie.
I think it would be a bit different because, like, with Black Butler, what it did was that season 1 only had 2 arcs that were in the actual manga. The rest of it was completely original, and then this second season was completely original, which did have some good ideas, I will admit, and there were some characters I liked, but overall, just, like, the story, like, the good ideas that they had were executed poorly, and there were so many characters that were added in season 2 that I just hated.
Jamie, did you just a minute ago, did you seriously just call a manga a monger?
Probably.
I chose to ignore that.
Reminds me of the Angry Joe episode he did with Juwario. I need help! I need help with a Japanese word. Okay, sit down, let me explain. What is the word? Monger! You mean manga? Monger!
No, Joe was pronounced it manga, and it's actually pronounced
right.
manga.
Okay, the other way around then.
So in other words, Jamie, you are an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, personally, I'm really hoping that this new Black Butler anime is a reboot, and I really can't wait to hear more about it.
Justin, guys, or Justin as in it would have been Justin to us yesterday if we got the recording right, but LJ. So it's yesterday's news. Jesse
Eisenberg.
Eisenberg, sir. Sorry. Jesse Eisenberg is Lex Luthor, and Jeremy Irons.
Irons.
Jeremy Irons is Alfred. You can tell I don't iron my shirts, can't you? I don't even know how to say
you island your shirts.
But yes, in case you don't know, guys, they're going to make a sequel to Man of Steel, currently titled Batman's Superman or Batman vs. Superman. And they just announced that Jesse Eisenberg is Lex Luthor. And Jeremy Irons is Alfred.
Every casting choice just gives me more and more reason not to see this fucking movie.
I'm thinking that. But the more and more I think about it, I think Jeremy Irons is...
I think he's a good choice for Alfred, personally.
I would have to see him. I would have to see one of his movies where he has a similar character to Judge. But the more and more I'm thinking about it, he sounds like it would be a good cast. But Jesse Eisenberg, the only reason I think they've gone with that actor is because they want a more. Because if you don't know, he played what was his name? Mark Zuckerberg. No.
Yes, that guy.
But if you don't know, guys, Jesse played Mark Zuckerberg, the Facebook CEO, in The Social Network, and he looks quite young. Even though it was a couple of years ago, he still looks relatively young.
Go ahead, sorry.
Sorry?
I was going to say, Go ahead.
You go!
I was going to say, the most recent movie I've seen Eisenberg in was Now You See Me, which came out last year. And he still is relatively young.
The only explanation I can come up with is that they're going to do what they did with the Small Town series, where Lex Luthor has just been introduced to Clark Kent, their friend, and because it's relatively...
Hold it a sec. Just clarifying. You said Small Town?
Smallsville.
Smallville!
Smallville. It doesn't sound natural.
It's Smallville, you fucking idiot.
Smallville, you fucking idiot.
Whatever town Clark Kent grew up
Smallville.
Jeez.
Wow, lots of pronunciation issues here.
And all of it comes from Jamie.
Okay. Smallville. Happy?
Yes, very.
There we go.
Anyway.
Was that so hard?
Yes, I'm dyslexic. Anyway, in the TV show Smallsville.
You're still saying it!
You know what, Jamie? I'm just gonna punch you in the throat. How about that?
You'll have to cut...
Technical issues. Please stand by.
How the hell did you have telekinesis?
Simple. I ate vegetables.
Eat your vegetables, kids. You may have superpowers.
The Caiminds podcast is experiencing technical difficulties.
Please hold while we attempt to fix that issue. Anyway, let's go back before we go off topic again. Anyway, I think the only reason they've chosen a relatively young-looking actor is because they want to introduce Lex Luthor as Clark Kent's friend, as in Smallville. So, and in Smallville they were relatively young. Lex Luthor was just beginning his corporation, or he was just building his empire that his father left him. So, but the fact that Lex Luthor is going to be, or is rumoured to be, the main villain is a bit, what's going to happen? Unless they saw him in a bald cap and said, yes, he looks so evil, then we'll just have to see.
Yeah, my view on the whole Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor is, I like the guy as an actor. I liked him him in Zombieland. That's probably my favorite role he's done. He was so great in that role. And I can kind of understand, based on the personality of characters he's played, why they'd want to cast him as Lex Luthor. But at the same time, he's way too young for the role. So I don't know. I don't really see it, but who knows? Maybe he'll completely surprise us and be, oh my god, the best Lex Luthor ever. But personally now I want to see the movie where Lex Luthor invents Facebook.
That would be interesting.
Because they have Jesse Eisenberg in there. He was in The Social Network. I want Lex Luthor to invent Facebook. Now that I have said it, I command it.
Lexbook!
Oh, dear God.
But I know this was just a fan request, and people were just saying, yeah, because he looks bold, he looks the part. The more and more I thought about it, I reckon Bryan Cranston, Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad, as not Jesse Pinkman. Jesus Christ!
You suck.
Walter White. There you go. I know it's WW. Starring as Walter White, he looks so menacing, and the fact that the Man of Steel is going the Dark Knight route, where it's really dark, really gritty, I reckon Cranston would have been perfect as Lex Luthor. And he even went on record saying that he hasn't been asked about it, but if he was, he would love to be Lex Luthor. But unfortunately. But this comes back to the never-ending discussion. Should directors listen to their fans to get more money, or should they stick to their creative talents or creative imagery and do the thing that they had in their mind?
I don't mind directors going ahead and not listening to fans to try and go with their own creative image, but the more I hear about the casting for this Batman and Superman movie, the more I want to facepalm, because I don't like the Man of Steel movie. I thought it was garbage and laughable at best, but, that at least had some bit of effort put into it. This one, the more I hear about it, I think Zack Snyder just feels like he can do whatever the hell he wants, and he'll still get a decent paycheck. That's my 2 cents on the issue.
Jamie said he'll be right back.
So basically he just walked off while you were ranting.
Is that all I have to you, Jamie?
Yeah.
He doesn't care about you.
Does anyone care?
No.
Fake.
She lies.
care?
What did I walk back into?
You left during my
You left.
during my 2 cents on the second Man of Steel movie.
Don't worry, I'll hear it in editing. The fact that someone could have been broken in our house is more important than your rant.
Would you like me
But
to
it wasn't,
repeat
It's
it?
just the wind and my sister banging.
Fucker.
No, it's fine. I'll listen to it. All right, go on. Go for it again.
I don't like. I've seen Man of Steel, the original. I hate you.
No. All right, I'm sorry. Go on.
I will end
Go on.
you.
Go on.
I've
Get in line. Fish Dragons first.
I'll lend
Fish
you a
Dragon's
shovel.
got the ticket and he's number 1. You can get a ticket and you'll be number 11.
Anyway, I've seen Man of Steel. Didn't like it. Didn't care for it. It was laughable at best. But at least that film looked like it had something that I could call effort put into it. This film, this Batman Superman one, the more I hear about it, the more I think, Zack Snyder doesn't give a shit. I really don't think he does. Because now that he's made a first one that, while people are split on it, the people who like it really do like it, he thinks, well, now I can just do whatever I want and I'll still make a lot of money. Fucking asshole. And that's my 2 cents on the issue.
again, going back to what I said, it's like, do you have to listen to the fans in hope that you make more money, or will you stick to your guns and create the movie you had in your head and your heart?
I don't mind directors, like, sticking with their own creative ideas, but, you gotta make sense.
Yeah, it's a very, very gray issue. It's not black and white. There's how far is it you go before you just completely ruin it, and just how far is it to where you can see it's different, but it's faithful to the original versus what the fuck with this
and
guy
with Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, I am wondering, what the fuck is this guy thinking?
Of course, they can always surprise, but until you actually experience it yourself, you're always going to wonder what the fuck they think. Okay, so for the last couple of days, Kickstarter has had another thing. Now, Kickstarter has a lot of things, but this one is pretty cool to me. Ankama, which is, I guess, a game place, at one point made an MMO called Dofu. And then, sometime later, they decide they're going to make another game that is like 1,000 years after Dofu called WAKFU. And to kind of help get this thing going out, they made an animated series that was pretty cool. But it was only in French. And they were supposed to, like, have the first 2 episodes up in English as just, kind of a demo showing, hey, we've got this animated show, it's gonna be awesome, yeah! And then they never really capitalized on that, so I am looking forward to this Kickstarter because they're, basically saying, they're gonna make the animated series into English, and it's already been several days into it, and it has already made its stretch goal of making both seasons 1 and 2 into English, along with a few other extras, so
nice.
It is really cool to me.
Wow, that was a quick one.
Well, I got another one if you want, and it's a Studio Ghibli
please tell me it's about The Wind Rises.
I don't know about The Wind Risers, but Studio Ghibli is making its first ever TV series.
Yes, please, yes, please.
Yay!
Me want
Yay!
Well, it's an adaptation of RONJA the Robber's Daughter, and it'll be aired in Japan around August. So don't know too much of what's going into it, but it's Studio Ghibli, and they're going into TV. What's not awesome?
I know.
I don't know who they are.
Get out!
Yeah.
Ow!
This is my
Ow!
Yeah, it really is awesome in terms of Studio Ghibli expanding more to just movies. Because, like, they even helped out on a game called Ni no Kuni, which is a fantastic game. It's one of my all-time favorites. And to see them actually get their own show, like have their own anime or something like that.
Speaking of Studio Ghibli, their head animator, Hayao Miyazaki, came out of retirement for the 6th time in his career. This guy always says, I'm going to retire after this next movie, but it's like, you know what? Fuck retirement. I'm going back to movies.
But, yeah, with this TV animation, it's going to be a co-production with 3D CG studio Polygon Pictures. So they're like people responsible for Ghost in the Shell or something to that. Ooh. And it's going to be directed by Goro Miyazaki. And there's still more details, but again, Studio Ghibli TV series, what's not awesome about it?
And Goro Miyazaki has been looking up after that disaster that was Tales from Earthsea.
Okay, guys, I've been asking you for emails to send us questions to answer on the podcast, and we've only got one, and I'm going to make up 3 more. So, it's time for some emails. The first one comes from IronBryan. Wow, that's very unique. Thank you, Brian. Favourite movies? Guessing favourite movie of all time. Everyone.
My favorite movie of all time is Princess Mononoke.
That is a tough one for me because I love a bunch of movies.
I like The Mask. I can watch it over and over again and still laugh with Jim Carrey.
Oh, Jim Carrey was awesome back in the day. Now, he sucks.
Yeah. The Mask was dark, it was funny, it was cartoonish, it had adult themes, but it was still aiming at children. It's for everyone. It's something, if you haven't watched, you need to watch it, and you will fall in love with
Princess Mononoke, to me, is a very interesting fantasy film, with also some political subtext and environmental subtext, as standard to Studio Ghibli. It's a very well-done action-adventure type of movie. It has lovable characters, and it's a man versus nature story done right. Take that, Avatar, you piece of blue shit!
What about Fern Girly? Girly.
I don't mind Ferngully, but I do admit it hasn't aged well.
Fish? Favorite movie?
I'm not too much into movies anymore, but I do know I did like the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, the first two in particular, but yeah, those were really awesome movies despite how cheesy it is in retrospect to what we can do today. No one mentions the third movie.
It is so fucking bad.
But yeah, I did like the first two movies a lot, and just I especially had a tape that had like all the back scene stuff for just those first two movies, and it was awesome seeing like the hand puppet thing that went into the turtles. That was awesome.
Jim Henson was a friggin' genius.
And Pink?
Again, I don't know what would have to be my absolute favorite movie, because I do have a lot of movies that I absolutely like. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
How about something recent?
You liked Frozen a lot, didn't you?
Yeah, I really love Frozen. That was a really good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Frozen! We are very enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, it is a really great movie. It has become my absolute favorite Disney movie.
Oh, same.
Second being Aladdin.
Second,
My first Lion King, second tied Aladdin and Frozen.
first is Frozen for me, second is The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
And Fish Dragon had no childhood because he doesn't like Disney.
I don't mind Disney.
Get out.
Okay.
Alright.
No, don't leave!
Wait, did he actually leave?
You
No.
bastard! Oh, thank God.
Fuckface.
Okay, everyone. Here's a question. Why is the sky blue?
Let me give you an educational answer on that.
Oh, God.
You see, the reason the sky is blue is because the walls are fucking blue! That's why they're blue! Walls are God! And I just did a reference to 999 in my portrayal of Santa because I am an asshole. Fascinating.
Very elaborate. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
I think the sky is blue because Jamie touches himself at night and it's sad.
Okay! I didn't even know that. I really didn't even know that. Jesus Christ! The fuck?
It goes very dark when Fish is here. Very
That
dark.
wasn't dark. That was just perverse.
Right, a couple of people have asked me, but they haven't emailed me, but I'll bring this up. Why do I sound or try to sound a poor man's American when I'm on the podcast? Well, I'm guessing it's because they've heard me in real life and they know my accent's normal like this. But when I'm on the podcast, I talk like this!
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Well, yeah, that is my terrible Sonic the Hedgehog. But the only reason I do that is because I get nervous a lot when I'm doing live performances and live recordings. And when I do, my voice starts to get very energetic. And it starts to sound like Sonic. Terrible. Terrible Sonic. But that's the only reason why I do that, because I get nervous. And one more question. Jamie, why Japanese? Why not?
Because he's a fucking weeaboo. That's why.
I'm not a weeaboo. I'm not a weeaboo.
Fucking weeb.
Shun the weeaboo!
Shun him!
Shun
him!
the
Shun
weeaboo.
him!
Shun. Shun.
And then Jamie was horribly tortured by the non-weeaboos. The podcast ended in violence. Next week, we might not do the podcast because Jamie is kind of dead now. I'm British now.
Would you like some tea and crumpets?
Don't insult my people. You don't go see me going around insulting Americans. Oh, wait, I do.
Ha! Fuck you!
You win this round, boy, but be prepared.
Be
for
prepared.
I will seek my vengeance.
Somehow I knew he would go singing out into the Lion King song.
I was
Yeah,
waiting.
I was about to as well.
The moment you said be prepared, it's just like, fucking great.
Wait for it in 3, 2, be prepared. Copyrighted. We must stop. Anyway, guys, do you have any more things you would like to talk about, ask questions? Maybe you want to have a little coffee with me? Maybe you want to talk about the novel that you read? Maybe it's really too fine.
I'm gonna go break a glass.
Get your
I'm
fat
gonna
ass.
go break a
Everyone
glass
hates me.
bottle and stab
Okay,
Jamie with
but
it now.
before...
I don't hate you.
She just dislikes you immensely.
She lies.
Okay,
She lies. The moment you turn your back to her, she'll stab you.
Okay, we better end this podcast before I die. I've been Jamie the Comic. That has been Fish Dragon. Piss. That has been... I was gonna say Omni, but it's not here.
You fucker.
Bro!
That has been Pinkshuchan. And that has been LJ.
Review series coming soon, bitches!
You said that last time!
I know.
You attention whore.
Yeah. Go out in a bang, why don't you? Just... oh my god. Yeah. Alright.
Don't you think I'm cute?
Who the fuck was that?
That was
I think that was your subconscious gayness trying to hit on LJ.
Worst ending ever!
No, that was me. That was me and my cute voice.